it is cold out there, man. Oh my gosh. Hello? Seems kind of empty in here. Oh, we better counter. Here for the Torbjorn spots? Turret spots? Here's 8 more Torbjorn turret spots to tickle that sweet spot for all you little Torb mains that watched the last one. The Blizzard World turret spot showcased in the beginning is a fantastic defensive turret setup for the first phase of the payload section. Simply align yourself with the fencing at the top and then throw it all the way up there, and this will cover the main straight, the high ground, both sides of the high ground actually, and that little flank round to the side. If the enemies can go there, this turret can see it. On Busan Sanctuary I believe this is, we actually have an offensive spot for a change. To head into the first fight of this map, on the condition that the enemies push through the middle and not from up top, throw your turret at the top of this drum, and it will give your team the advantage of point control for the first fight. Hollywood now for spot 3. A great turret spot for this final stretch is to throw it into this radar dish, which will just peek round the side of it, hitting all of that main straight and the little flank round to the side. A very useful spot for when this map comes back into the map pool, of course. A spot that really makes me want to say, hooray, is this one on Rialto Point 2. It has a limited sightline, but is great for recontesting the payload right at the end of this phase. Come around the side stairs and you want to place your turret on this second ledge. You see the main one and then the second one here. The turret will just poke up over the top, but is completely covered by the leaves here. A very cool spot. I see Torb players do this all the time on Route 66. What are you doing? A fantastic alternative to this is to come round to this high ground. Position yourself right near the edge because you're going to have to jump, and you'll need, quite frankly, all the height you can get. This one is quite tricky to land, but does provide great utility for this last point. With a bit of practice, I'm sure you'll get the nick of it in no time. Watchpoint Gibraltar now, another map currently out of rotation, and I'm very glad that it is. For when it inevitably does come back into rotation though, for defense come into the server room and toss a turret onto this little corner edge. What this is going to do for you is cause a disruption for some of the team members as they progress around this corner, which grants your team that advantage when engaging into them. I've been using this one quite a bit on Shambali Origins. I hadn't been able to find a nice turret spot for this first stage of the map, and they just kept dying on cooldown. That was, of course, before I came up with this beauty right here. You see on the edge of this high ground, there's that little lip that hangs over past where the barrier is. Throw your turret to aim at the very back right corner of this part, and it's going to provide quite an excellent angle on this first point, right as they begin to push around the first corner. Or if they decide to push to high ground first, it can see that too. And hey, even if they decide to push through the far left side, this turret sees all. And finally, I saved the best until last. For those who watch until the end, a kablam! Probably the best turret spot you're going to find on Junkertown. Very sneaky, very cheeky, very fun, and most importantly, very easy to replicate.